Hi everybody, welcome back to the Crochet Nurse channel. I got a few things in from Amazon and I thought I would share them with you and give you my opinions of them. Just two items. First up, what we have today is I actually been looking at this item for a little while and I thought I finally was going to purchase one. And it is actually a yarn bag. I looked at several, and I mean several, because I've been wanting one of these yarn bags for quite some time, and I wanted some specific parameters for a yarn bag, and this one met most of them. Not all of them, but it met most of them. And so this one I got from Amazon. It is the BeCraftee yarn bag. It's $18.99. And I thought that was a pretty decent price for what we're getting. So let's talk about it for a minute. So has a handle on top, a couple of front pockets in here. This front pocket is actually quite large. You probably see that. And in the front, there's spots where you can actually either fit hooks or pins. I've been using it for both. I've had this bag now for about a week, and I have been using it and tried it out. Right here in the front, I've been able to fit scissors, things like that. Inside, of course, it's pretty large. I'm going to show you this in a second. But it's pretty large. You may or may not be able to see that okay. I've had 4 large skeins in here. And it's pretty deep. I'll give you the measurements of it. Sink it. Pretty deep here. What it does not have, as you notice in here, it's just got like a deep hole. What it does not have is it does not have any mechanism to help it stand up, so it's floppy, which is the one thing that I don't like about this is it's floppy. On the plus side, the reason I went ahead and got it is because of this top. You see, I can stick my hand through the top. It doesn't just have the 2 little or 4 little holes. It actually has a big slit. Most of the yarn bags that are out there right now just have the little holes, and it's the little rivets and then plastic. So once you get the yarn in the bag and stick the yarn through, obviously you'd have to clip the yarn because you can't stick it through the hole. So I was specifically looking for a bag that had this slit so I can get in there and get the yarn back out. So that's a plus for me. But again, the downside is the little floppiness of it. And I've been, like I said, I've been using it for about a week and a half. And that's when I'm finding the floppiness is pretty consistent. So what I did, and this is just a cheap fix for right now. I'm going to make me a better one if this works. I just cut up a box to make it a little 4-way. And I've stuck it inside. And so that way now I can fit the yarn. I don't know if you can see that or not. That way I can fit the yarn in each of those little 4 corners. And actually that's been pretty good. So if it continues to work for me, I'm going to actually get some little board from the Dollar Tree. I forget what they call it, the little foam board, and cut it up and put it in there to give it more substantial area to kind of sit against. My understanding from this bag was that this used to have that as part of the what it was sold as, and recently they've gotten rid of that middle section. I don't know if it was from feedback or what, but it no longer has it. So if you wanted that specifically, like I'm doing, you may have to make it. But if you want the slits, this is one of the few that actually has the slits. Has a little handle on top. It also comes with a carrying case or little shoulder strap thing as well. I've not used that part yet, but the little hooks look pretty substantial, so they look like they'll do the job. Overall, I think that's a pretty good price for that. I would certainly buy it again for sure. So the other item that I picked up was this Damero Crochet case, and it comes with the supplies. You can get it with or without the supplies. I purchased it with the supplies. It was $15.99 at Amazon. If you purchase it without the supplies on the inside, it's $12.99. So I figured for $3 more, I might as well get the supplies and see if I like them. The outside of this case is fantastic. I have to say, it is a little smaller than what I thought it would be when it came, but I'm not disappointed. The outside, like I say, is fantastic. I do believe it's waterproof. If it's not, it sure does feel like it. Nice size, fits the hooks. So let's take a look inside. Inside, this is what it comes with. One side has a set of 9 ergonomic hooks on this side. I've not tried these hooks. I'm going to take them out and take a closer look for you. And then on the zipper pouch on this side, you get in there and it has 20 stitch markers. You can see I still left them in the package because I don't need them yet. But they're, you know, they don't look like a clover. They don't look like a clover as far as substantial, but I mean they have the shape of a clover, but they're clearly not a clover. But there's 20 of them in there. And then there's a little row counter. I don't know about this. The little row counter, let me show you something. I did fiddle with this. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to put them both on 2. And then, look at that. I don't know if it's supposed to do that or not, but if it does, I don't like it. I mean, you have 2 going one way and the other 2 going the other way, so it's upside down. So one side's upside down versus the other, and like I say, I'm not sure if that's what's supposed to happen, but that's certainly what happens with this thing. And then these little ends come off. Like I say, I'm paid $3 extra for all of these other little accessories that are in here. So that's that. So that's a nice little zipper pouch up here. A Sink-It little zipper pouch at the bottom that has these knitting things, which is still in the package, of course. I won't use those because I don't knit. These I may use. Has 6 little plastic needles. I use steel for weaving in my ends. I might try this because it's got that nice big eye on there, so that might be worth my time to look at. So that's what's in the front. I like this little thing. I think I could see myself taking these hooks out and maybe tossing it in the front of that bag if I were going to go somewhere. Maybe replacing a few of those with a few of my clovers. I don't know. I have to think about it some more. Anyway, that's the front. So we'll zip that up. And then it also has a back zip as well. We'll unzip that. And in the back, there is more slots for hooks. So some larger hooks and small ones. It has this little piece down here to hold on to the hooks. And then it has another little pouch on the side here. And over here, there's a gauge marker. Pretty good. I mean, this is a nice solid one. Plastic gauge marker. I'll have to see if it does any, if it's good. Then there's a little pair of snips. So that's nice. And then these other knitter things that, I won't use those. So let's try this gauge thing here. So if I look at this, it says, wait, gotta get my glasses here for this one. So let's see. It says for a 6, 6.5, let's do a 5 or a 5.5. There we go. So this is a 5.5 clover. So we'll see. No. Kind of fits in the 6. Of course, I'm not sure if I'm doing that right, but it goes right in the 6. Not so much on the 5.5. But let's look at the ones from in here. So These are supposed to be ergonomic hooks. So let's look at this. So these range, oh my goodness, that's dinky. This says it's a 2.0, and this is out of the case. And these are the ergonomic ones. And I'll tell you what, it's starting to, looks like it's trying to mirror the clovers. Let's pull the 5.5 out of here. So see if we can match it up. And it looks like it's going to be the brown one. Okay. So this is the one out of the case. The 5.5. Look at that edging on there. You can see that it is not well constructed, but at least the tips are metal of some type, and I'm feeling that it's pretty smooth. And let's compare it to the clover. There's what it looks like compared to the clover. Yeah. And look at the length. The clover is a smidge longer. I mean, clearly the clover is smoother than what this is. But as far as the handle, and actually it's really comparable. As far, they really tried to make this pretty much the same as a clover. So that's interesting. But I can tell already from the feel, I mean, clearly the clover is the smooth one. That's the one that's going to work. If I was going to pop this in here, I'm sure that they would fit in here. Yep, easily fit in there. So that's not a problem. So if I wanted to take some of these out, or even if I just wanted to use this case, you know, leave it just like this, because I mean, they are ergonomic hooks. I would want to take the smaller ones out, because I usually don't use those small ones, and maybe replace them with some bigger ones that I have, you know, because I'm into the 12s and things like that. So we'll replace them out with something like that. Anyway, but overall, I think for 15, 16 bucks, what was I say? $15.99. Yeah, I think this is a good deal. Look at this. I'll pop it back over here for a sec. It fits right in here. So if I was going to take this bag on the, and this is what I was hoping for, if I was going to take this bag, travel, boom, right in there. Got all my stuff in the bag. I have the crochet little case, all my supplies on the inside. Yeah, not bad. I think it's a pretty good buy. I like it. All right. Well, that's my review today for this BeCraftee case and this Damero crochet case with all of the supplies inside. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe, hit the button below, and hit me up in the comments if you have any questions or concerns, and I will chat with you soon. Have a great day.